Hello, Earthlings. It's time to reset your cultural dial. Coming your way next on your favorite device, from the Hoosier State to all the ships at sea, it's the Crawfordsville Peachcast. And now, here's your second or third favorite Dave from Indiana, Dave Peach. Warning, other people named Dave may also appear.
Thanks, CD. This is the Crawfordsville Peachcast. I'm Dave Peach.
Dave Meyer, Dave Peach. So glad to be back on the Peachcast.
Dave, it is a mixed bag, and as usual, as is our custom,
the bag,
we start out talking about bags.
Yes, receptacles, containers, all those things, Dave, that we throw things in, we place things in.
Now
we dig in public.
So I can't even talk anymore, folks.
Okay,
hey, but I've got it back now. So we're going to talk about bags now.
Okay,
we did a podcast, and I was entertaining people while we did the podcast.
Multi-talented,
They didn't really, they were having fun and they were playing video games, and really, I was just doing a podcast while people were being entertained by my son. So anyway, playing video games.
It counts.
So we had a lot of snacks, and we had snacks left over, like 4, 5, 6 bags of snacks left over.
That's a lot. And these are like not the family size. Are they family size?
They're kind of normal size.
Normal size, 5 or 6 bags of. Now, were they a variety, Dave? What do we have?
They were Doritos and Chex Mix and things like that. If you listen to a previous episode, and you know who you are,
and some people can,
many of the chips had to go back in the bag from the bowl that we put them in,
right?
Which is okay.
We talked about that.
talked about that. Yeah,
it's acceptable in certain situations, and this being one.
So I'm looking at the bags of snacks, and I ask the question, what are we going to do with all these snacks?
It seems like a very late 80s sitcom question, Dave.
Well, here's what's going to happen to the snacks.
Okay, they've got an agenda.
I love to talk about myself in third person. Third person.
Okay.
Dave is going to eat all those snacks.
Now, that's not a bad idea.
And that is exactly what happened. Monday night Doritos, Tuesday Chex Mix, Wednesday Grippos, Thursday whatever was left.
You saved the Grippos for 2 days in.
Dave ate them all. Now, we have a refrigerator out in our garage, okay? And one thing I did not know is that the outside temperature will affect a refrigerator.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, Dave, and that's one of many things in the general area of industrial arts where I am fairly ignorant.
So if you've got a refrigerator out in your garage and it's cold, things will freeze in that refrigerator. You would think that the refrigerator would be this haven of
isolated,
of temperature.
Insulated.
Yeah. You wouldn't think that it would really affect it.
No.
Well, anyway, we had some eggnog that got frozen. Now, we should have drank it before.
Okay.
But it ends up, ultimately, the day that it was going to expire.
I was going to say, it does go bad.
Yeah. We had a Butler game. So we got home, and Matthew and I chugged a complete jug of eggnog at 10:27 p.m. And I guess Annette got some too, but I'm like, I've never had like 3 glasses, full glasses of eggnog.
Dave,
it was really good.
That's a full dairy product.
I loved it.
You were basically having ice cream with whipped cream on top.
See you next year on that, January 7th. Let's chug
I like that.
Let's chug it, man.
Okay.
Central Indiana Rubber Products provides the power for you. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, keeps farm equipment and local manufacturing processes running with gaskets, belts, seals, and O-rings, among a variety of other products and services. Employee-owned and always customer-focused. Central Indiana Rubber Products, 989 West, 83 North, Crawfordsville, and at indianarubber.com. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, power for you. I bought a pair. This is an incredible mixed bag.
Okay.
This is
We're all over the place
this is what
already.
mixed bags are all about.
Mm-hmm.
I know someone. My son's a member of Costco.
Okay, which is important to have a connection.
So I bought a pair of shoes at Costco.
Okay, first time for this?
First time I bought a pair of shoes at Costco.
Now, this is, as a non-Costco person, Dave, let me just say, when I hear Costco, think Costco, and I've been in a Costco.
You are classified as a non-C.
Right. Well, I was taken there by a C, and almost, I'll just say this, Dave, it's a place where you go big. So I don't think of singular items like shoes in the same way I think of maybe buying enough ketchup for the neighborhood.
Well, okay. Here's the deal. I had a pair of brown shoes.
Okay.
That I wore all the time. And they were kind of like my, when it's snowing shoes, when I'm going to do a little, maybe take some garbage out shoes, shoes that are expendable and
functional, but you're not trying to impress.
So, no. These. Yes. So I dropped a Sharpie on them. Okay.
Okay.
And anyway, long story short, I tried to get the smudge out and they ended up bleaching out. So,
Dave, Sharpies they're. You
can't do anything once the Sharpie.
Yeah, they're indelible, baby.
So anyway, those shoes are out the door. They're now my gym shoes. I wear them to the gym, and then I change into my gym shoes when I get to the gym. So I needed another pair of brown shoes, and I found them at Costco. And for some reason, I feel compelled to tell everyone that I got these shoes at Costco.
Okay. Maybe it's because of people like me that go, shoes, Dave, at Costco? Did you buy, a lifetime supply? Because I think
Just
of everything as being in large variety denominations there. So let me just talk about the shoe buying experience at Costco, because it's certainly changed in general in our lifetimes.
That's right.
Okay? Because I don't know about you, but as a youth, I would go in and sit down and a person would handle my feet, Dave, and they would put different shoes on them, and I would have to stand up and walk around. I don't know the last time I've done that, Dave.
Would that be like Kenny shoes or something like that?
It was. B&B shoes in Newcastle, Indiana was some of that.
Did they measure you up with one of those metal things?
Oh, absolutely. Crushing down that toe, man. Making sure, Dave, they weren't going to try to put your foot in a wrong size.
Tovey shoes was in Columbus. Tovey shoes.
Okay. That was your go-to.
And the thing of it is, now that we've talking about these shoe people, I mean, you would take their word for it.
Oh, absolutely. They were handling people's feet on a regular basis, Dave.
If the shoes were slightly uncomfortable, I mean, if the shoe person said that they were okay, I'm wearing them. I'm taking them to school. I'm wearing to school next day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to argue with the metal thing and the shoe person expertise? They know better about your feet than you do, more about your feet than you do.
Much more of an organized process back in the day.
Is this going anywhere? Okay.
I don't think so, Dave. But
but
Costco,
here's the deal.
And you're proud about, I think it's more about the fact you want to tell people.
Yes, exactly. And that's exactly right. How long we've been doing these things? 100 episodes and counting.
Pandemic-y.
Yeah. Why do I feel compelled to tell people I got these shoes at Costco?
Okay, let's if you got them
I got these shoes at Costco.
Why
do they care? I mean, yeah.
If you ordered them, Dave, from an online retailer of sorts, and there are, I believe Zappos is one that I think focuses on feet. Would you tell people?
Probably not, but for some reason, there are things that you want to tell people. I got them at Costco, and invariably, the person will look at me and they'll say, "Are they comfortable?" I mean, I have done this. I have done this like tens of 10 times. Hey, I got these shoes at Costco, and 1, 2, 3. Are they comfortable?
See, you're doing a little study, Dave, to find out how people react.
They are
to that.
They are.
See, that's
very comfortable.
So what people are saying is, okay, in their mind, they're processing. Hey, I go to Costco, or hey, my aunt Judy has Costco. Maybe I should look into these shoes. And so with all that processing, their first thought to Dave Peach is, are they comfortable?
Are they comfortable? And they are.
Thank goodness, Dave.
Okay.
Now, will you go back now? Has Costco become your go-to for this type of shoe?
Well, the thing about Costco, they don't have a huge selection of shoes.
Okay.
They were all kind of like on a table, and I looked, okay, well that shoe looks fairly decent. So they had a size that fit. The rest is history, and they are comfortable, and I wear them all the time. We went to an establishment after a Butler game on January 3rd, 2026. And I say the date because it was rather significant.
Okay.
I walk into the establishment, and for a long period of time, I was totally ignored.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've never walked into a place. Dave. I mean, it's like, well, do you want to sell me something? I mean, is there any human being that's going to and they wouldn't even make eye contact.
No, Dave.
And I'm sitting there, and they we're going to get to we.
You're right.
No, wait a minute.
It does get. You're
wait
right.
Wait a minute. Okay. So I'm sitting there, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Nothing. Yeah. And everybody is commenting on, oh boy, you would think that the people would come over and talk to us. Never came over to talk. Well, ultimately, though, they did. Ultimately, we got somebody. They go around and they're taking orders, okay, from people. And you were there.
I was.
So the person's taking orders. Oh yeah, I want 2 sliders and some fries and some whatever. I'm going, wow, good. And then he gets to the person next to me. Yeah, okay. And then he leaves. Okay, he leaves. I'm sitting there. I've been there for an hour. And I thought, well, he'll be back to take my order.
Sorry, Dave. I'm so sorry.
He never came back.
No.
Until he brought your food.
Right. It was.
And I said, you know what? At this point, so now I'm here with these friends, and I'm not eating, and they're all eating. And they go, well, Dave, didn't you want some food or whatever? I'm thinking, you know what?
Yes.
Okay. So I go up to the bar, and I get a Diet Coke. I bought it, I obviously bought it myself, but and so the lady did give me a Diet Coke. I said, you know what? Here's my Diet Coke. I'm going to give you $1 tip. Go back, and you know what? I got to say, I did not complain, but I said, they obviously do not want my $30 for 2 sliders and some fries. So I said, you know what? Guess what? After this is over, my son and I are going to go to Costco, and I'll get me a $1.50 hot dog, and I'll put $28 in my pocket. And so when we got to Costco, it all revolves around Costco.
Oh, it's good.
So when we got to Costco, I said, you know what, Matthew, I'm going to go get me a hot dog. And I ate it by myself at Costco. And then I went back to shopping. And I thought, but I was invisible.
I don't know how, Dave. There were a lot of us. You were not wearing transparent clothing. Your voice carries in most rooms, Dave. Yeah. So how he could miss an over 6 feet tall, dark-haired man with glasses and
who did not place an order.
Yeah, all you wanted, Dave. You were a gentleman.
What was I doing wrong?
Experience.
I mean, he talked to the person next to me, and I thought, okay,
he's right there,
and he never.
He's right there.
I was so close.
You were a believer,
I was
Dave.
so close.
You were a believer in the process and that it would come back around.
I felt so bad. I mean, you guys don't think ill of me for not eating. I mean, and watching you eat. I mean,
I was starving. So when I finally got my food, I was very selfish, Dave. I was just mowing it down.
Oh, that was so funny.
It was bad.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that was exciting for the audience.
It was.
Out there.
People eat hot dogs.
Yeah. Let's see. My new book title. I love this. I do this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You've got something kind of, you messed up somewhere, and it's a little bit you, it's a little bit them, and something, you don't want to dress down the person per se. Mm-hmm. So you say, sorry about the confusion.
I like that.
Sorry about the confusion.
It's a good general kind of acknowledgement, and also I'm not going to give you more. Hey, sorry about the confusion.
Sorry about the confusion.
And you can play with the word confusion. Sorry about the confusion.
Yeah, just a little confusion. Now we're all set. Sorry about that.
Now the ship is right, Dave.
Obscure is a new thing my son, he's kind of like, I guess, my influence. He influences me on this stuff.
He does.
He is like into putting a bunch of CDs in some sort of a electronic thing and just having them spit out. And it's not like greatest hits of anything. I wonder, is obscure a new thing? Just the weird song from somebody who released 2 albums in local Philadelphia markets, and is that what people are looking for now?
It might be. I will say this: there is in the interweb world, Dave, that you and I, try to operate in safely. Seems to be a lot more, because all the music that was ever recorded seems to be somewhere out there. That it's more people are looking for obscure. That it's more available. It's still obscure because the stacks and stacks of streaming music are endless. So I don't know. I think it's easier to maybe find the obscure to then kind of curate.
You were talking earlier on an earlier podcast about Bruce Springsteen, and you're looking for like unreleased songs or different
or things that like
arrangements
one at one concert or one that he did as a duet with somebody, or just things that kind of give it a wrinkle.
Yeah, I think sometimes you do get tired of the same, and really they're, as far as popular music and oldies and certainly classic rock, classic hits, it's not a whole lot of new stuff.
No.
Maybe a little bit on the, like every once in a while they'll add like the Fugees, Killing Me Softly with his song on the oldies channel. Oh, wow, that's a new one.
Right, that is, yeah.
So I will have to argue with Bart Simpson or Homer Simpson or whatever. They do make new oldies. Yeah, I mean, eventually American movie classics, and they're showing wrestling now, which seems weird.
Okay.
But, eventually those older those older movies bow out, and they put in all of a sudden, Rocky is a classic movie.
It becomes a thing. Now, okay, tell me, you would know this. Back in the old My Radio days of many, many, many years ago, was the term recurrent a term? Recurrent. What did that mean?
Recurrent. Well, Dave, I'm glad you asked what a recurrent is. Can you please address me by my formal name of Mr. Whoopi? Tell me, Mr. Whoopi, what's a recurrent?
What's a recurrent?
What's a recurrent? Recurrent is a song that was released, and we're going to play it again as a kind of a current oldie. Like Tim McGraw had a song, and it was like, this is where we're taping this, or whatever we're doing with this as far as recording this, is 2026. Let's say that in this case, let's say we'll reconfigure and give you what's the guy's name? Morgan Wallen. Is that
Morgan Wallen?
Morgan
Okay,
Wallen.
sure.
Okay.
Yep. Contemporary country
Morgan
guy.
Wallen releases a song in January of 2025, 2025. It's January of 2026. That is a recurrent.
Okay.
So kind of recurrent. That's the way I understand a recurrent.
No, I think you're right. I was trying to remember because way back when the programming wheel, I remember as, like song that was like your A song, your B song, your whatever the combo was within concert of the spots. And then you had a recurrent. And then there was always an oldie or two oldies in the mix within the hour, depending on what it was. Adult contemporary AM radio in the 80s, Dave. So hot topic for you and I today.
And it's kind of interesting when you do play something that doesn't really fit or doesn't test well, people can really tell. It's like, why is he playing that?
Yeah, it's like what? It's like there can be a bunch of stuff that doesn't
sound right.
But then one thing that's in a different zone.
And some of the artists age out even with their oldies. Okay, what do you think about this lady who is populating my feed? I suppose because I'm a Carpenter fan. Yeah. Harriet. She's coming from England and I guess she's in the United States now. Okay. She has blonde hair and she sings very much like Karen Carpenter with the same kind of look.
Wow!
Did you have not? I thought I shared that. I have not
experienced Harriet yet.
I thought I shared that with you, and but I'm not sure how to react to this.
Where does she fit, Dave? I mean, well, first of all, Karen Carpenter's voice, for those of us that were alive and singing, close to you, there was nothing like it then.
No.
And really,
the way she says no, like no. The way she would work that contralto. Is that a contralto?
Right. I think it's
contralto. Yeah.
But whatever that was, I think people knew it was special then, but really, no one's had a voice that's been like that since. So much like I would say in my head, Dave, my first thought is like, Journey was kind of on the ropes as a band. They were okay until they found, I think it was a Philippines cover band with a guy that sings Steve Perry just like Steve Perry.
Yeah.
So voila, you go hear Journey now, you hear Journey the way, you want to hear it, I guess. And to me, it's like people would love to hear anything close to Karen Carpenter singing those songs.
Well, and I don't think Richard Carpenter has done much other than play his own music. I don't think maybe every once in a while a celebrity star-studded concert at the Hollywood Bowl or so. I don't know. And again, I don't even know that that's the case. But I've never known him to have a Karen substitute. Maybe I'm wrong. No. I think very. I think whatever he's done since, he's basically stayed out of kind of the pop music or the promotional music world from a front-facing place. And perhaps Harriet would get the nod, but we will see. But she's
probably better off to find a young Richard.
She's going to be out in Utah playing there.
Okay.
Let's see. We've got talk about you went to Los Angeles, California.
I was, Dave.
Which is on the West Coast. And you went to a Clippers game and they had a candy drop. How did the candy drop go? What's that all about? This is the arena that the Clippers play in.
Yes.
Explain.
It is called, I'll give you as best I can, but honestly, it's one of those things that I could not, until I was there to see it, it's hard to even describe. This, Steve Ballmer, the owner for the Clippers, this is a privately financed basketball-specific arena. So they put it in place, not only is it, not, I guess your typical kind of exact seated the same way. To me, it reminded me a little bit of my experience with the Sphere in Las Vegas, straight up. Those stairs are all straight up. So basically, it's all about sight lines. Every chair there is wired. Okay, Dave? So they do polls in the game, and you hit the red or the blue or the green button, and things pop up. on where we were sitting. It's an expensive place to see a game. We got reasonable tickets, I would say, but we were way up. Okay, part of being way up is when you look straight out, Dave, you see this scoreboard that it's like rounded, and it's the size of a football field in front of you, and the game action is all below. So as you sit, if you just look straight out, you can watch the game. The other thing that happens that's crazy is the size of this. Every time there's a close play, Dave, they show it in replay. Okay, that's no big deal. From 3 angles, Dave. From 3 angles.
At the same time?
Yes. You're watching the 3 in a split screen right in front of you.
Like rollerball.
They also do, there's lighting within each of the seats, and they do things around. It feels as much in my head, Dave, as the futuristic combination of going to a live event while playing or participating in a video game like scenario.
So it's interactive. Now, how does the candy work?
Well, you have basically you can download an app, right? And kind of you can play. So they what they do is part of what Ballmer's thing is to try to get people in their seats before the start of the second half. They have a contest. And so if you have to be in your seat to play, and because it all comes up on the board, and then you interact with what happens, and then you see and they put up, that's the other thing too, is like people, much like looking at a Twitter feed, you could see your acronym or your handle up there on the screen as this is all being played. So it was mind-boggling to me. I was there with much younger people.
Now, is this something you do on your phone, or is there an apparatus there that you?
Well, there's a polling apparatus on the seat, but the game stuff, you download the app and then you play during the game.
But there's no actual candy that falls out of the sky into your lap.
No actual candy, but I will say
that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be very. And I don't. It's probably possible because one of the things they did. You think about like the T-shirt gun. They have within the realm of the catwalk. They have guns that are like turn, Dave, and shoot out. So it's not just kind of a random. Can the cheerleader hit me from here, or does the gun reach? They have built in place mechanisms to project objects. It's out of there.
We're checking the odds of me making it to the what's the arena called?
It's the Intuit Dome.
The Intuit Dome.
I'll say this: you can see it a lot of times if it's near where
4% chance I'll make it to the Intuit Dome. They say the analytics to Intuit Dome. 4% chance I'll make it there.
4%. So, yeah. We're hoping that's going to go up over time.
And I think the prevailing factor is that I've been in California a day and a half in my 64 years of life. So they're thinking, well, a day and a half.
You're due.
Maybe if he's there again, the odds that he's going to go to the Intuit Dome.
It falls. It does fall.
Laguna Beach versus the Intuit Dome.
Right. You're not going to go to Inglewood on your first option.
Probably going to lose on that one. Oh, well, let's see. One more. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, Dave, the way that men communicate when they haven't seen each other for a while.
Right.
And really, even in general, I mean, what do we talk most about as far as our friend group goes? The main, the connecting thing that connects us to the connection that we have.
I would say it's Butler basketball.
Yes, exactly.
In general,
okay.
And then sports beyond that.
So, and then NFL, and men can get together and they talk about the NFL. Hey, I really like.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, Houston, watch out for that Houston team. And everybody go, oh, boy, Dave's pretty smart for figuring out that Houston's pretty good, but they're not that heralded. They don't play in Dallas or Green Bay. And, boy, I guess the fact is you don't care about my feelings.
I do care about your feelings, Dave. I personally, but that's different. I know.
Everybody texts me, "Hey, is Butler going to win tonight?" They don't text me about my feelings.
No, Dave.
They don't care about my job.
They don't say, "No, Dave, I mean it. I mean it, Dave. How are you?"
And the thing of it is, everyone asks, "Are you okay? How's Annette doing?" And "Oh, doing fine." Hey, how about that game last night? It always goes back to the game. We lean on the most prominent or successful common sports team.
We do, and it affects. We let it affect our mood. Dave.
And you're going, and I know for a fact, Dave. I know you're getting together with people and watching Indiana football.
Yes, it's going to happen.
Admit it.
Well, let me say this. For work,
you're not going over what the English department has done at Butler, right? You're getting together with food and drink and watching Indiana football, and you didn't even go to IU.
Right? How many times? Every now and then I think about Dr. Geib and Dr. Mason, and what if they're alive and what are they doing?
A double-spaced typewritten.
Right, but Dave, no.
Report?
Do I bring that up to anybody? I do not.
No. It's just it's crazy how that works, and I assume that is the case for generations of Butler and IU and Purdue people of how they commiserate 40-year-old, 20-year-old. Oh, did you see that game?
Well, I mean, I would imagine IU's football run just in the last 3 weeks has probably more IU people have seen more IU people than they have in the last, however many years. So it's definitely the connector.
Okay, one more thing before we end this mixed bag.
Alrighty.
I'm kind of fascinated with brands that have been around for a while, but don't get a lot of pop. Don't get a lot of and one of them, an example is White Castle.
Okay. White Castle.
Okay. White Castle. It's not, you think about brands and the brands that people talk about. They talk about Starbucks.
Yes.
Or maybe Popeyes has a new chicken sandwich or something. It gets on Fallon. It gets on whatever, I tried this one. But, White Castle is one of those brands that just, very successful. People love it. And but you don't hear a lot about White Castle.
Yeah. Whoever is in control of their advertising and marketing has a very specific focus and budget. And they know. I think in their world, they are the one, at least around here, that we know. And more people eat White Castles than admit eating White Castles, Dave.
Now, let me go to this thing about, I didn't pay much attention to it, but the Campbell's soup thing where they talked about what was in the chicken.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. I never thought more about Campbell's soup in my life than when they did that thing. But if you think about it, Campbell's is another brand.
Yeah.
When you go to any grocery store, they get X amount of space with a tremendous amount of their product on the shelves.
It's, that color of red, right? You don't know it, but you do. And when you see it in your periphery, you think Campbell's. And they go, what do they do in football season, Dave? Chunky. Right?
Yeah.
They've developed, and how long have they been, using the mothers and using Dave, the fans can't get enough of calling in and asking you questions in real time.
But, you hear about the trendy stuff.
Right.
You hear about, the Taylor Swift ticket prices and all of that. But you don't think too much about, you don't hear too much about these old man river companies that just keep rolling along and they're there. And, when have you thought about how long that White Castle on the corner has been there and will continue to be there, right?
Right. And, the other thing about it too is by doing what they do, or moreover, by doing what they don't do, they just kind of stay in the same lane. They're not trying to change their logo. They're not trying to say we got chicken now too and this. Hey man, if you go to White Castles, And if you don't,
they've got a lot of things.
Okay.
They've got a lot of things, and they try a lot of things. But whenever I go to White Castle, the 4 and the onion chips, number one. Four White Castle. I might get cheese. I might not. Number one.
I got to get cheese, Dave.
4 and the onion chips, and I'm good to go. Matthew will always get like chicken rings or some sort of jalapeno burger. Or
yes, they have options in all those areas,
Dave.
But
I do like the fish. But okay, now I will end it with this brand. Okay. This brand. Now for the holidays, Annette made some candy with Captain Crunch.
Ooh, confectionery, Annette. That's good.
Yeah, and I will say this. Captain Crunch is a fantastic cereal. And I rediscovered Captain Crunch. And I go to the grocery store, they got Captain Crunch, they got Captain Crunch peanut butter, they've got the berries, and they've got the all berries and all that stuff. Yeah. So even though you haven't thought about Captain Crunch a whole lot, he's still there on the shelf.
He's still there. I didn't know that. But here's what I think about Captain Crunch, Dave. Dry, you can break a tooth. Milk, soft is the soft.
Okay, but I love Captain Crunch, and
I'm tasting it now, Dave. And
so
I
now
had
I'm
it
buying
probably
boxes of Captain Crunch. I went to Kroger to buy Captain Crunch one time because we needed more. We're going to make more candy.
Okay,
so I go there.
You didn't need to tell me.
So I go there, and I'm looking at the price. It says $3.99 a box.
Okay,
$3.99 a box, and then it had below 2 for $4. And I'm thinking, well, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I might as well get 2 boxes of that. If they're going to charge me $4 for 1 box,
well,
I might as well. So I got peanut butter and regular Captain Crunch.
Good, a variety.
Okay, one more. I'm sorry. We're going to go one more. Anything more about
the
cereal?
Captain's hat and the fact that it's CAP apostrophe N.
We need that. We need more Captain Crunch commercials because I love the voice of Captain Crunch.
That was I don't think we've had any for a while. I guess in back in the day, Dave. Again, I think of Saturday morning television or like Scooby Doo after school. You would hear the Captain Crunch, see the Captain Crunch.
One more thing. Dave is losing it. Now, I'm going to hold up this word, Dave, and you see the word that I'm holding up?
I see it, Dave.
Now, don't say it.
I won't.
Don't say it. Okay.
Okay.
So they gave me this word to read at Butler.
Okay.
And
was it someone's name?
They gave me the script in advance, and I'm looking at the this word, and I'm going, wow, I have been mispronouncing this word the whole time. I mean, I've looked at this word. I've been mispronouncing this word all the time because I said, wow, it's epitome. It's epitome. And I've been saying epitone this whole time.
Oh, you put an N in there instead of an M.
M. Well, the word it's not epitome. It's not epitone, or it's epitome. So I almost, if I hadn't been careful, I almost said this team was the epitome of,
you would have
what Butler basketball is all about. It would have
been one of those little bit like
I'm sorry, no, epitome. I would have said epitome because I would have said I'm not going to say epitone because now I know.
Now I
it's
know.
Epitome. It's epitome. And the 2002 team was the epitome epitome of what Butler basketball is all about. I almost did it.
I could hear the music.
It was really hard. I mean, I just had never seen that word. Epitome. Epitome. It's not epitome.
It's the epitome.
It's the epitome of what a podcast should be about. And we are on Crawfordsville, peachcast.podbean.com. Like, share, and subscribe.
Please.
Some of the episodes are on YouTube, iHeart, Apple, Spotify, and Podbean. I've had a lot of fun talking about
Podbean.com, Dave Peach.
I've had a lot of fun on this you have anything else for the bag before we
close it? Good bag. We got our hands dirty. We're learning, Dave.
I think this has been the epitome of what we've tried to accomplish with this podcast.
I feel like I've had a few epiphanies during this.
Okay, until next time, America, I'm Dave Peach.
I'm Dave Meyer.
Thanks for listening to the Crawfordsville Peachcast Epitome.
Thank you for listening to the Crawfordsville Peachcast. If you enjoyed it, follow the podcast and ring the bell so that way you'll always be up to date with the newest episodes. We'll see you next time.